So in this problem, we chose to eliminate the y's and x's. Let's choose to eliminate the z's on this one. So we're eliminating the z's on this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's take that top equation. And I just chose that arbitrarily, by the way, the z's. Some of you would say, I want to do that a little bit more methodically. Maybe you choose to eliminate the y's instead, and the x's would be a good option as well. Okay, so I got my top equation, and I can see that changing that z coefficient to opposite's not going to be very hard. Let's see. Let's take that top equation again, and then I'll just combine it with the bottom one. Now I could have chose to just combine these two if I wanted to, but it doesn't matter. And let's separate these just for the sake of space. All right, so let's start with these two equations, right? So I got to take this top equation. I need to multiply it by 2 so that my coefficients of z's will be opposites. All right, so what does that give me? It gives me 6x plus 2y minus 6z equals negative 64. And then the second equation, I think some of you notice what's going on here. And if you do, that's good. If you don't, that's okay too. Remember, we were choosing to eliminate the z's, and they do eliminate. That was part of the plan. But just like the last problem, we also notice that the x's and y's zero out as well. So I end up with 0 on the left, but notice I now have negative 64 plus 64, which is 0. So I'm going to put a question mark over that equal sign because we need to address what this is telling us here. And I'm going to put in the form of a when. When is 0 equal to 0? And the answer to that is it's always going to be equal to 0. What that means for us is that these two lines, they're exactly the same, okay? And they're not lines, they're planes, but that doesn't matter. We're essentially saying that these two equations are the same, so if you were to simplify this one, let's say you divide both this whole equation by -2, you'd get exactly the same equation. And so we end up with a situation where it's just always the same. So the two equations are the same, and that tells us we have infinite solutions. And yeah, I can spell infinite right, or at least the computer can. And that right there, that's as far as we need to go. Once we see that happen, we don't have to worry about this, creating a new system, solving a system of two equations, and then working backwards from there. That's it.